Fox News is talking about critical race, and they utilize a few techniques to try to confuse you even further. The first thing they do is the panel, the repeaters, the white Ameri repeaters, black Ameri repeaters, women Ameri repeaters, men Ameri repeaters, because what they have is they have two conditioned white, one conditioned white woman, one conditioned black. And that is what the repeaters are. This is the presenters, people who are trying to present you something, trying to sell you something. So the argument is this guy, some guy, is a teacher, is removed from his duty because he is complaining about the teaching of critical race. The first thing you have to do, you have to understand. The first thing you have to do is understand what the hell they're talking about. Critical race, critical race. Well, let's analyze what they say, what they doing, what is it that they are actually transferring to you. I'm going to establish this. There is only one race. There is no many races. There is no, Martians are here from other planets. No, there is only, so far, one race in the planet Earth, and that is called the human race. The human race. The pigmentation on the skin is actually that is a pigmentation. It's a molecule that is in nature that allow you to protect yourself from the sun. So the more pigmentation you have, actually, the better you are, because the sun cannot destroy your molecules in your body. And the less pigmentation you have, the more damage the sun will do to you. So that is what nature have done. As you get less sun or less UV rays, the body will change to accept that, to accept there is less energy coming from the sun, and your body will adapt to that less energy as you move through the south or through the center of the earth. The sun is more intense, so your pigmentation is higher, and that way the sun will not damage you. So that is biology. That is no race. That is how we work. And the pigmentation shades and color will change through your family lifetime. Everybody at one point have hair everywhere. Our bodies covered with hair. That is what we believe, because we are not really sure. So basically, if your mother and father are with plenty of pigmentation in your skin and look darker than let's say you great grandfather, they have less pigmentation on his skin. The race did not change. What changed is the pigmentation in your skin. But they are not going to teach you that. This is what they trying to do. They trying to confuse you, trying to pack you into packs, trying to divide you. And how they do it by looking, by how you look, not by who you really are. Back in the days, in ancient times, we humans learn to group ourselves into ethnic groups. ethnic groups is different biologies, one race, but different line of biologies, different shade of skins or pigmentation, different size of our head, different heights, different bones lengths, but with one common denominator: same language, same geographical territory to protect, same tool making, same gods. That is what make an ethnic group. So now what this critical thing is, and is to change ethnicity for color coding. So they must have that. And I'm going to tell you why they must have that. Because if you understand what an ethnic group is, you will defend your ethnic group first. And what they're trying to create is nations. And there is a possibility that the ethnic associations can separate the country or the nation. And that is completely erroneous. That is what they fear, and that is what they are trying to do. They are trying to color code you, so you do not have an ethnic group, because an ethnic group will defend their land. That is what an ethnic group does. It will defend its neighbors. It will defend that way of thinking. So that is what is happening. They're trying to destroy ethnicity in the world and replace it with color code. And that is a completely erroneous situation, because ethnicity by define is language, many biologies all mix in there. There is religion or marketing blocks, because an ethnic group will eat a specific food, an ethnic group will travel to specific places, and so on. That is what they want to destroy. They want to destroy that ethnic diversity on the planet. They want to destroy people's languages. They want to replace it with a single language, English. And that is what they're doing. They are attacking you and confusing you. And who is doing it? Fox News. Fox News, NBC, BBC, every single company that is selling you something is color coding you. And they've been doing this for quite a while. It's not just now. So now they have these clowns over here, repeaters, and trying to sell you that. Trying to sell you the critical race is erroneous, and they know what they're doing, because I was listening very careful the explanation of this fellow, and he actually say humans, and it's very dangerous when people start defending their ethnicity over a nation, over a country, over a political jurisdiction, and they know what they're doing. So that to me is how can I say, an acceptance that they are committing a crime against humanity. These Fox News people, these NBC people, these BBC people, these NPR people, they are destroying us. They are destroying the ethnic groups on this world. And that is vital for us to have as humans, because that is how we got here. We cannot color code people. We cannot start now identifying people by color, because this is what is going to happen. Now, if everybody accept that they are a color and they are multa race, they actually is multa shade of pigmentation, what is going to happen is the biology is going to try to the biology get conditioned to try to be the strongest color. So basically, everybody will procreate to that color. The preferred color is the one who is going to be superior. So now within, I don't know, 800 years, everybody is going to be with the same pigmentation. And that is what I'm trying to say. We must have the diversity on this planet of skin color, because skin color is our resources to protect ourselves from our environment, where we at. And it changes every 3 generations. I'm going to give you an example, because they are doing it. Fox News is doing this, and the English are doing this. And this is how they do it. They show it to you by utilizing the people who control ethnicity, identity. And that's how they confuse you. You have a princess of the United States of America. I'm not going to say the name, but you have a princess of the United States of America. Her mother is very dark pigmentation, but her mother married a light pigmentation or a pale pigmentation. And now we have the result of that copulation, a offspring, and that offspring is a female, and this female is very light in her color pigmentation, in her skin pigmentation, and the size of her head, bones, hands, and so on is now a new line of these two biologies putting together. So now what they do, they marry this princess of the United States of America. They have a black pigmentation, white pigmentation, dark pigmentation, pale pigmentation. Now she is the two, and they marry her to the Prince of the English. The Prince of the English. The Prince of the English is pale, is red hair, Chinese, red hair. So now those two biologies unite, copulate, and they have another generation. So this is 1, 2, 3 generations, and that generation is completely pale. You will never see the dark pigmentation in the 3rd generation. So that is what they're doing. They're telling you your skin color is weak. You need to be like us. And you can do that within 3 generations just by mixing with the pale guy. And if you want to be pale guy, guess what you want to be? You want to be a white American English. That is a key. So now they have in Fox News the guy with the metal legs, the woman, and the black pigmentation fellow. And the black pigmentation fellow, he had no idea what was going on. He wants to be white. He wants to be the strongest. The woman, she has I don't know what to do. I better have a baby with the more white guy and not with the black guy. And the guy with the metal legs is sitting up there like, what the hell am I doing here? I have no idea what's going on. So now they have a 4th guy that he's supposed to be the expert. And he is. He is the expert, because he's saying exactly what it needs to be said to sell you, to divide you. He knows there is one human race. He knows that the skin pigmentation will change. And he knows the people will defend ethnic groups before anything. And he knows that if people defend an ethnic group, they cannot create a new one. They cannot create a color code new society where people see each other by color, not by language, not by identity, not by race, or by a single race, gods and foods and costumes and rituals and all that. That will be completely disappear. That is what they want. They want to destroy the ethnic groups on the planet. And how they do it? Critical race. Telling you there is many races. to confuse you, to confuse the difference in between geography, that is the name of the geography, to confuse what is an ethnic group, to confuse what is biology, to confuse what is ethnicity. They want to clamp it all in one into a color. You are white. But remember, the white is not white. Everybody's a color, but you are not a color because you're white. You get it? I hope you did. So go out there and tell everybody there is one human race, and biology have nothing to do with ethnicity, and ethnicity have nothing to do with political and administrative jurisdictions. Go out there and tell them that. Tell them that my geography have nothing to do with what I look. The name of the geography that we will defend, it doesn't matter if we are whatever shade of skin that we are, or if we are speaking whatever language that we have, or we eat whatever food that we like to eat, from tacos to fried rice. That had nothing to do with us being United States of America national of this planet. And we must defend every single ethnic group on this planet. We must defend it because that is what make us humans. So go out there and tell them that. Saludos.